it sounds like maybe you guys had a little bit easier of a transition at Wave based on the virtue of kind of the model that you had before. Is that true?
Somewhat yes, because our curriculum was already online. However, some of our students were so used to us doing one-on-one because we had the one-on-one and we had tables. We would have a teacher set up where maybe 5 or 6 students they could work with. So some of our students really missed that interaction because some students took advantage of the online, but a lot of our students took advantage of coming into lab working with teachers. And that was a big thing because you worked directly with a teacher. It wasn't a classroom of 30 or 40 kids, but it was a teacher sitting at a table helping with math, maybe a teacher helping with Algebra 1, and it was 7 students. So that teacher had, those students had the attention of a teacher who was only working with 7 other people or 3 other kids or 2 other kids. And even in our face-to-face classes, there were no more than 15 kids. So you're still talking about a smaller, but it was an easier transition saying that our curriculum was online per se. And we did have some things in place that did probably make it quite a bit more easier than other districts had to go through. So that was a blessing too.
So, how would you say that teaching has changed since you first began your career in education?
Oh, so much. I think the biggest change is that when I started teaching, I was taught to design lessons and content and material for classes, for my collective class, whatever it was I was teaching. And I think now I understand that shift is designing instead a partnership with the students in how they design their own learning experience in a way that will help guide them and mold them and give them the particular set of skills that they are going to need to be successful in the real world, as cliche as that sounds. And so understanding that every child needs something different and that it's not so often I think that people hear differentiation and personalized learning and they think that you as the teacher have to design 150 learning plans or however many kids you have. And it's about designing adaptable learning so that those students can customize it for themselves in a way that is meaningful for them, that is personalized for them, and that helps them reach their goals regardless of where they start. And that is definitely not the kind of educational system I grew up in. It's definitely not how I was trained to be a teacher, but it is certainly the ask right now of education.
It just makes me wonder, I guess, like how many other people have that experience when they go into teaching. I mean, I can't imagine that learning about teaching in school and entering a classroom for the first day must be a bit of a jarring experience. So,
yeah, I'm sure there are a lot of people who cry their first day. I'm not, and I did. That was a day I'll remember. And yeah, it still pains me to think about that. I do wonder how many young people are pursuing this career thinking they're at fault. And I guess we all partially are. We're responsible for ourselves and how we behave, but it really takes a system to right that ship, and you really have to get in with the right people and the right situation for you, I think, before you start feeling like your authentic self.